fellow latecomer to Ellenwood's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking. There's not enough drinking in the world today, wouldn't you agree?
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please? Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poisoned dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duties. Guests are advised to remain inside the embassy.
Yes, yes. Now, find myself a drink.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Ellenwood, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim, and you are? Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the...
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself. Please, help yourself to more wine. Quite often, yes. The only thing I enjoy more than luxury is sharing that luxury with those who can appreciate it. But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most intriguing rumors. Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim and then serve them cheap ale and stale bread. This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with Thalmor interests. One of my main duties is to foster a better understanding between the Aldmeri Dominion and the people of Skyrim. I also oversee the activities of the Thalmor Justiciars throughout Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted by the war.
What have you heard? Well, I did hear that Ulfric Stormcloak was...
As long as the Empire continues to uphold its treaty obligations, my government does not concern itself with the internal politics of Skyrim.
Maybe he thought it would bolster recruitment.
I also oversee the Thalmor Justiciars are so often misunderstood. Our primary goal is to preserve the peace between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. The worship of the false god Talos contributed to the unfortunate friction that led to the Great War. Following the Great War, the White Gold Concordat set out the terms for peaceful coexistence between the two powers. The Empire and the Dominion agreed that the worship of Talos was a relic of the past and must be eliminated in the interests of peace. But I'm sure you didn't come here for a lecture on high politics. Do enjoy yourself.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm on duty.
Rebellion is put down, and we once again have peace.
The great Ellenwen always throws quite a party. I never miss one if I can help it. You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know who I am. I have a stake in most anything of importance in Solitude. I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances of the past and let peace and prosperity flourish between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me pots of money. But not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford. Very well, then. There's a likely-looking filly, even if she is an elf. You there,
I don't
servant
recall
girl.
seeing you at one of these
What's
before.
your name, dear?
And I know everyone who's
Bravely,
anyone
sir.
in Skyrim.
Something to eat?
No, that's not what
To maintain relationships.
I just
By
wanted
the
to get a
way,
better look at
I don't
you.
know who you are, but
I
unless
like
you want me
what
to
I
blow
see,
your
my
cover,
dear.
I'd advise that
And
you
believe
avoid
me,
me
I
for
don't
the
say
rest
that
of the
to
party.
everyone. I'm very discriminating when it
We
comes
have a
to female
relationship of
form.
mutual respect.
Thank you, sir.
I care little about the
Was there
politics
anything
and
else I could do
rivalries
for you?
between the Thalmor and the
Oh,
Empire.
not at the moment.
But I do respect
later.
power, and the Thalmor have that. They leave me
Yes, sir.
alone, and I leave them alone. Until next time.
If your eyes and your ears are open, and your mind is free of judgment and expectation, you might learn much in this chamber.
The degeneracy of the Empire is on display here in this room.
I can't remember the last
It's only a
time
matter
it was
of
this
time
cold
before your
for this
whole
long.
rotten empire collapses of its own decay. No offense.
Have you heard any interesting rumors lately?
I lead
Well,
the
I did hear
Justiciars.
that Ulfric
We are charged with
Stormcloak
enforcing the
was
ban on
slain
Talos
for
worship.
defending Windhelm against
Nords
the
can be
dragon.
quite stubborn. They're slow to change their ways, and we find more heretics every day. But mark me well. I will purge the heresy from this land as surely as the flame burns the flesh from the bone. There are those in the Empire who would wish to evade their obligations to help root out the Talos heresy. Fortunately, those most opposed to the Emperor's wise policy have now branded themselves traitors as well as heretics. I am here to remind the ruling classes of Skyrim that their loyalty to the Emperor requires cooperation with the Thalmor. The degeneracy of the Empire is on display here in this room. There is peace now, and that peace will continue for as long as it suits our needs. But make no mistake, this is not a peace forged out of necessity between rival nations of equal strength. It is more like the calm between storms. And the next storm, I think,
Now that I think
will be
of it,
far deadlier
I
than
did
the
hear
last.
something rather interesting the other day.
All right, then.
Apparently, the Red Wave has been docked in Solitude for well over a month, and with no sign of shipping out anytime soon. Some
I
say
trust
she
that
had
this is
some
just the
damage to her
beginning
hull
of a
when she
long
struck an
and
iceberg,
mutually
and Captain
beneficial
Safia can't afford the
relationship.
repairs. Of course, she would never admit such a thing.
These parties are
Captain
a great...
Safia is far too proud a woman for that.
What can I get for you? Until next time.
See that disgusting drunk over there? A high-ranking official in the East Empire Company, believe it or not.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day. Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
I heard Ellenwen say she's going to open a bottle of her best firebrand wine later. I can hardly wait.
I'll not argue that. Heard any interesting gossip lately?
I'm not sure that it's news, but lately it seems like every blacksmith in Skyrim is out to prove that he's the equal of Eorlund Greymane. Not really a fair comparison if you ask me. After all, Eorlund works the Skyforge. How is any smith going to compete with that?
Now here's a face I did not expect to see. Be mindful, for you walk among adders.
Is the food and drink to your liking?
Everything is splendid, thank you.
There are words spoken and words unspoken.
accord.
Beware these, Thalmor, for they are adept in both languages. For this reason, I avoid them when I can. Fair faces and fine food are well and good, but honesty is rarely so pleasing. My ears are always open to a friend's request. Nothing would please me more. I'll keep their eyes away while you do what you came here for. An old woman can get away with almost anything. No harm is meant to you, happy fool. Right here. I see it in your face. The snakes writhe behind your eyes. Get away! Get away from me!
Did you say snakes? Where? I hate them.
Be gone.
Always slithering the way they
Be
do.
gone from this
What?
house
Are they on
and
me?
trouble it no more. Beware of the serpent in your midst.
Let's go.
Beware,
Let's go.
O people
Before
of
anyone
Skyrim.
notices us.
Razlan, and you promise to behave yourself this time. Remove him. He's disturbing the other guests.
So far, so good.
Yes,
Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Confused. There's no harm in him. Please, let him go.
Absolutely
Comes,
not.
Malbon.
I protest.
You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Savani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. Hurry it up. I've got to get back before I'm missed. Come on. If someone misses me at the party, we're both dead.
Did
Good
you
luck.
see those robes?
You're on your own
Did you
now.
hear something? Who are they with? More of the emissaries treating enforcers.
I'll seek you.
Gnawed beast! Don't you see? Both your life Elvin and Femin now!